what you know, it's who you know. And make you laugh, God said. And when we got in a, what do you call it, a room there, beautiful, right on the beach, hotel room. And I've never been to Europe. So the key, they give me this key with this big ball, like a weight. And I'm carrying this thing around in my pocket. So they go, what are you doing? You don't take the key, you leave it there. And then when you come back, they'll give you the key.
Oh.
Yeah, this thing was a boulder, but I didn't know. So that was my trip to Sicily, and then my family, one of my cousins asked me, what's your favorite Italian plate? Well, my grandmother Campagno, Nana Pauline, used to make the sausage in the oven with the onions and the potatoes. And they would bake it in the oven, and that was my favorite plate. So the last night I was there, all my cousins are there. I mean, the house is packed, and that's what she cooked.
Nice.
And they're drinking wine. I mean, unbelievable. So I had two cousins. One was a baker, owned a bakery shop, and the other one owned the butcher shop. Because in Sicily, it's not like it is here. One guy sells chickens, the other guy sells meat. They don't sell chicken and meat together. One guy sells pastries, the other guy sells bread. They don't sell bread together.
Oh.
They're totally different. It's like when I was a little kid, remember when they had the chicken store, the guy had the flame where they would burn off the
feathers.
The feathers, yeah. It's like that still there.
Well, the quality's got to be better.
Oh, 10 times. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to tell you the difference in the taste between the vegetables and the vegetables here.
Yeah.
Night and day. Sweet, delicious. So now we're there, we're partying, we're doing this, that. My cousins tell me they didn't open either place on my last day, and they wanted to spend it with me.
Nice.
One was cousin Simone, and one was cousin Frank.
When was this? In the 90s?
Yeah, 19, I'm not sure the exact year, but it was in the 90s. So now it's time for me to pay my bill. So I go to the hotel, and I tell, okay, because the guy when I get there tells me, you don't have to pay now, you pay when you leave, don't worry about it. And it was like $75 American money a day, including breakfast or whatever it was. And I go to pay, so I'm going to go pay now before we get, the next morning we're leaving early because we had to catch the plane and come back. So I go there, and the guy says, your cousin came over, $25 a day for you, instead of 75.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was my trip to Sicily. And when we flew, in those days, me and Joy both were heavy smokers. And that's like a 12-hour flight. So we flew from San Jose to Chicago. As soon as we got to Chicago, must have had 3 cigarettes right back to back to back to back. Now we're going from Chicago to Milan. And then we went through the passports and all the deal. And there's big signs up there, no smoking. And everybody and their brother, including the police, are smoking. So that's how it works in Italy. My Uncle Benny, my mother's brother, went to Sicily with my cousin Chris, and one side of the plane at this time, this is further back, was smoking. The other side of the plane was not smoking. My uncle couldn't believe it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And have you been back since?
No. They wanted me to come back. I told them I would, but we haven't come back.
That sounds like it sounds like a tax write-off to me. We could chalk it up to the biography and go and head to Italy.
You know what they like there? Our Marlboros, our cigarettes. Because I was giving them cigarettes, and they showed them the ones they have are not the same. It's like if you buy a Marlboro from the United States and you buy a Marlboro from Mexico, they're not the same.
They're not Marlboro.
Yeah,
the ones in Mexico.
Yeah, it tastes totally different. I mean, they sell Marlboro brand.
No, I understand.
But they're not the same. It's the tobacco or whatever. Must be a lower grade. Yeah. So that was my trip to Sicily. That I didn't want to go. Joy dragged me to go, and then I didn't want to leave.
Do you think you'd ever want to retire there, or do you just love Monterey too much?
I think it's nice to visit,
Hmm.
but to live there, just permanently,
Yeah.
I don't know if I,
Sure.
it's hard because as nice as it is, and believe me, they progressed a lot. Everybody, they say don't wear no jewelry. Everybody's dressed to kill. Everybody's got cell phones.
Sure.
So they've Americanized themselves a lot. They're beautiful homes. A lot of all marble. You don't see a lot of wood over there. Everything is stone. Because they have a lot of stone, but they don't have a lot of wood.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And my cousin, who's a fisherman, told me the fishing has been bad. He says not like it used to be. They have to go further.
Sure.
It's getting more scarce and more scarce.
But that's everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Yeah. Even, I mean, here they talk about it in
Yeah.
Monterey Harbor.
Yeah. So I mean that's it's not just here.
Sure.
It's everywhere. So,
Well, thank you very much for that story, and we'll definitely be looking for more in the near future.
thank you, Joe.
Thank you.